the first time I came to this particular building was 2017. I was hosting the launch or the unveiling of this office space. And years later, I am back to make sure that my money works for me. And as Britam promises, they're with you every step of the way. Just how far? I'm going to ask. So last week, the vlog before, I shared with you about how you and I need to sacrifice just a few things in our lives so we can save up 100,000 shillings. And let's start with that and have our money and bully daily. All those details, because me, I have my 100,000, I'm ready. And so we're going to go through it step by step.
My name is Peace Gakwaya, Business Development of Britam Asset Managers Uganda Limited.
Okay, so asset managers, just to say that our money, you make it
exactly. We
work.
manage your money.
Yes. So today I've been telling everybody, if we can just come up with 100,000 shillings and let's see how this works. Top up every other time with 50,000 or more, because there's no saying that you can't even start with more than 100,000.
Yes.
But a lot of questions. Okay, 100,000 only? What if I have 2 million shillings? What if I have dollars, euros? What if I don't live in the country? What if I want to start it for somebody else? And I said, you know what? I'll be the guinea pig. I'll actually come and open mine today. But just to start from the top, this is one of the products you offer.
Yes.
So it's not the only product that is
Yes.
offered. So for the sake of conversation today, we'll only deal with that. What is a unit trust in the first place?
Okay, great. A unit trust is basically a collective investment scheme. It's a saving scheme where you pull resources together, different people are coming together to invest for a return, for a goal.
Yes.
We're all looking at the ball, we're all looking somewhere we want to get to. So the unit trust is a vehicle as a way we can actually get to our destination.
So what
Exactly.
happens because I'm doing this as an individual, but you said even if you're a group of friends, a church, circles, or wherever, how does that work then? Because they have different goals as well.
Yes.
That doesn't matter.
Yes. What exactly happens is that, yes, we all have different purposes, but the goal at the end of the period is actually to earn an income.
Yes,
So
yes.
that is what brings us all together. So how do we all do that? Yes, I want to go on holiday every 6 months. You want to buy a house. You want to save for Liam,
Yeah.
for his education in the
Yes.
future. So what way can you actually use? So all of us have the same objective, though it might be a bit different in terms of when you specify. So the unit trust is a vehicle that we use as Britam asset managers so that we are able to invest this money and you earn an interest at the end of the period. And please note, the period differs. Your investment period might be 3 months, another person 6 months, another person a year or over a year.
So you don't set how long I have to save my money?
Exactly, yes.
Oh,
This
okay.
is what we call an open-ended unit trust.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I'm itchy fingers, I like to say that, and I want to save my money for 3 months and first pull it out and see, then okay, I'll come back in 3 months. Is that allowed as well?
Yes, please. So for those 3 months, you have earned interest. Of course, if you stayed longer, your interest would
be more.
Yes,
Yes.
would be more.
Okay, so what's the shortest time? If I open today, what's the shortest I can stay?
The shortest, especially in the money market fund, is actually 14 days.
14 days?
Yes, 14 days. But please don't come for the money. Let it
know.
go.
That's tempting. But so if I give myself, let's do it for 5 years,
Yes.
that's okay.
Yes,
it can
that's
stay on for
okay.
5 years. One of the questions that I got from people who are asking, say, okay, I get that I can top up as low as 50,000, but is it that I have to top up every single month?
That's a good one. Now, the way this fund works is actually, it's supposed to be an enjoyable thing. You should love what you're doing. You should save as and when you can. So the topping up is not mandatory. You do not top up every month. It's up to you. As and when you want to save money, if you were, let's say you got a gig and you made off some money, you can save. Then after 2 months or a month, there were not really good months and you didn't have
Yes.
something to put away, that's fine. Whatever we have continues earning interest.
Okay. Okay. So let's say because you told me part of the process
Yes.
before I actually go through the signing is you have to ask me a few questions.
Yes, please.
Just to understand me and my goal.
Yes, please.
Is there anything private or we can share? Are there questions you normally wouldn't ask in front of anybody else?
Not really, but since investments and saving, money is a bit sensitive.
Yes.
So they're not, of course, I'm not going to ask you so much detail. The things we'll be asking is why are you saving? How long do you want to save
Okay.
for? Have you invested in a stock or you've not? So that helps us actually know your risk tolerance. Because if I talk about the stock market and you're like, never, I
Like,
can.
I don't want to know those things. What? No, no, no. Okay.
Yes, then that can actually help us determine because remember in the unit trust funds, there are different types. So you can invest for less than 1 year for conservative investments, and then you can also invest for more than 2 years, or you can even invest in an equity fund. Now this for the people who love risk,
Yeah.
who like seeing all
Don't
that.
mind.
The
Yes.
volatility and all that. Before you walk into Britam, what you'll need is a copy of your national ID or a passport.
Okay.
Yes, then a passport photograph. You can take a picture using your phone.
Oh,
Yes.
simple.
Yes, that's very
Easy.
simple. And then we'll also need to know your bank details. Please note that we're not looking at your account balance. No, that's very
Okay.
private information. So what we need is confirmation of your bank details.
Okay.
If you tell us you're in bank X, then we need to know because at the point of withdrawing, when you need your money, we're sending the money to a bank account. So just to confirm and ensure that at the point of withdrawing the money goes to the right account, then you can either use a letter from the bank confirming your bank details, 1 page of your bank statement. Please look for the days that you're okay with and share that with us, just 1 page. Then you'll also need or a cancelled check leaf. If you have a current account, you can use a check leaf, cancel it out because it has your particulars, your name, your account number, and your branch. This product is one of those that is actually for everybody. As long as you have some money and you want to grow your money, it might be you as an individual, you and your spouse, your investment club. Many of us belong to an investment club or a church group or a mosque group or something like that. So this is one of the places you can actually look at growing your funds because you have other businesses you're running, you have an 8 to 5 job, but you also want to maximize the money you're getting out of this. Not everybody is gifted to run a business. I think that's something we all appreciate.
I've told them here before.
Yes.
I failed at it. No worries. I will not be ashamed to say it. And that's why, of course, products like these are great for people like us.
Please.
So those who've been hearing interest, give us
please.
numbers.
Yes, please. In terms of numbers, we're looking at if I start investing 100,000 shillings with an average interest of about 11%. Please note that this is per year.
Yes.
I think you've heard the word per annum. Yes, basically meaning per year. And this is net. There is no withholding tax. There is no other fee. So this is actually...
It's what I take.
Is what you take, exactly. Yes. So looking at something like 100,000 shilling, you're making an average of 920 shillings per month. Please don't look at, this is maybe not as much as I expected, but please look at the bigger picture. When you keep adding in money and staying in the long haul, you're actually earning a higher interest.
That fantastic thing we call compound interest.
Compound interest. Your interest earning interest for as long as you're in the fund on a daily basis.
Wait, so it's earning daily. That's what you mean when you say earn bully daily.
Correct.
All
earn
right.
bully daily.
When I take out my money, do I take out my money and the interest is earned?
Yes. You take out your money and the interest. You actually decide. Let's say you start.
That's what I was coming to, because then could I choose to live part of it, all of it? Tell me, if I'm at the point when I'm withdrawing my money, what are my options?
At the point of withdrawing, remember there's compound interest. Your interest
and
has
interest. Yes.
So basically, it's all like principal on that day. So you will decide how much you want to take out of that portion. Out of, let's say, X amount of money, you will say, I want to take out. We always encourage, take out how much you need for that purpose.
Yes.
Don't get really excited and take out everything, because whatever remains will continue earning interest for you on your behalf.
Okay. So I'm looking at, because people who are part of this family on the vlogs
Yes, please.
are from everywhere. So you have Kenya, Canada, the UK, you have everywhere. So somebody's thinking, this is a fantastic product, but so I'm left out.
Okay. So for anyone outside Uganda, you can actually be part of it. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you have an identification.
And the currencies then, because if somebody's in Rwanda and they're using the franc,
Yes,
or
please.
somebody's in Belgium and they're using the euro,
Yes.
they're investing in that currency.
Actually, now for the unit trust funds, because of the regulator, it's in Uganda shillings.
Okay, so
Yes.
whatever you're sending from
Yes.
your currency to Uganda shillings.
Yes, to Uganda
Okay.
shillings. But if you want to invest in any other hard currency, that's when we share the other option,
The other options,
that we
okay.
had talked
So
about.
we're saying, so anybody outside Uganda,
Yes.
they can still invest with the same as low as, you just
Yes.
equate it to their money. So you were
Correct.
saying, how do they, what's the process for them?
In terms of the process, we'll do everything online.
Okay.
So don't worry, you don't have to come back to the
Is this
country.
a COVID measure? Oh no.
Yeah. It's both ways,
Yes.
both COVID and also catering for
Convenience.
people. Yes, outside Uganda. Actually, I think that reminds me, even if you're not outside Uganda, you can still finish the process online. Yes,
Okay.
you don't have to come to our office premises.
Okay, so same things really. They still
Yes,
need
please.
either passport or ID from their country,
Yes.
one passport photograph, and a bank.
Yes,
Bank
please.
account or whatever. So, and then it still stays 100,000. You
Yes,
just need
please.
to equate it.
Feel free to ask as many as 20 questions.
Yeah.
Ask away. We'll be able to break them down for you so that you understand them. If you don't really get them, don't worry. We can call you back so that we actually close this and you're comfortable before you take on the investment.
I think finally you said regulated, which will probably answer this question of someone saying, I know these people, we're going to give them our money and a year later they're going to up and close the business. And I won't have anywhere to go.
Yes.
What would you say to someone saying
Yeah,
that?
for someone like that, that's a valid concern. It's always good to find out more about any entity where you're going to
Yes.
have any investment or work with. It might not be in terms of investment, it can be in everything else. I think that's something, because as usually we're very trusting, but yes, please note that you need to do a bit of background research, find out. In terms of regulation, we're regulated by the Capital Markets Authority of Uganda. Then we also have trustees, a custodian for the money. This is basically for safekeeping of the funds. We have auditors to ensure that, we have been investing in the whole year. We're also listed on the Nairobi Stock Exchange. So at least those should have more give you comfort as an investor when you're getting into any investments with us.
Okay. When I started the conversation around an emergency fund is when I thought, ding, this is how I really need to talk to Britam about this.
Yes.
So this is an emergency fund.
Correct. This is a way of starting your emergency fund. Because I think a bit of what you were sharing about an emergency fund, yes, you're saving, but where do you put this money? That's key. Because yes, you've started out, you're saving, let's on a monthly basis, you're apportioning these. For those that don't have regular incomes coming in on a monthly basis, they may apportion and say that, for me, every time I make this amount of money, I'll put away, let's say, 10%. And that helps. It's always good to look in terms of percentage because you don't get cheated. Because if you're saying that you're going to put away 100,000, if you make 100 million,
it still doesn't make
So if you say for every income I make, it's like tithing. Yes, for every income I make,
you have to.
Yes, let me put, there's this saying of pay yourself first. And that's one of the things we don't do. We first pay all our debts.
And then whatever little is left is ours.
And for those who are, most of us, not everybody actually has that little left. By the time you've paid everyone, you're not in the picture anymore.
Okay, so I'm going to actually do this and let's see how it works. I'll be updating people.
Great.
Yes, I need to tell the truth.
Yes, please.
I said I'll do it, so I've done my part. And for everybody who's joined, please. And if there's any other questions, I'll always be coming back. Please, now that this is here, I have the right to come back and ask as many questions. I should be stopping at them. You have my money. I have questions. Thank you so much, Peace, for your time.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to be part of this, and we look forward to many more. Anything investments, please feel free to reach us. This is something we love to do, and we're happy to do at any time.